We haven't been back this way since we picked up all the bodies and carried them in our pocket. Someone knocked over that vase! Those bastards! Alfie, bro. Tell me, Elder, does odd here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. Okay. Wait, it's an ambush! Oh god, not Ida! Oh, wait, it's just Ida. Who goes there? Now, Ida, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphino! Elder! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Ishtola hadn't been here to help me. Ishtola's here too. Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Uldar to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalimo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Ishtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why? Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants to the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his Alagan weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Sands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes! Yes, of course! Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Ishtola's return. For now, I say we rest. She could use a good nappy nap. Wonder what Floopsy's dreaming about. Oh!
Hear, feel, think.
We're dreaming about Mommy! we back at the Battle of Carteneau? Yeah, Floopsy's used to it by now. Meh, just another vision.
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Heidelin, all made one.
Dear God.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness.
Did you make sure to put it in our calendar?
Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! Elder, I see you and Alphino are safe. And Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Soir guides us all. Guides us still. You would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know when Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Castrum Sentry. Y'shtola! The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Elder. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy. And if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. Floopsy doesn't really have that. He just kicks ass. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Curthis. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Up in the cold place again? Oh, boy. Yes, the Observatorium. We remember you. Ah, Elder, the man who unmasks the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola. But of course, Lord Drillamont confided to me that you were a sign of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry. What interest have you all in the Imperials? They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Hurrian woman, an Elizan male, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them! It has to be Minfilia, Urianger, Papalimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadin and a Lalafell, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rogadin and a Lalafell, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned! It's Biggs and Wedge! Trust those 2 rascals to escape? We must find them, Elder, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the ships, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Floopsy. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Seriously, these guys have to be Power Ranger villains. There's no way they're not. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Empire's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Retartin, you depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plan. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half of your forces to a... I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour. Bring the cheese whiz. That guy has fell us into some weird stuff. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Albathia Spire. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with your Stola. Now, the report of the Imperial's airship emergency landing came to us by way of Zemail Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Verselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall finish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Okay. Floopsy Rescue Mission. Again. Number 5, 6. Floopsy can't count that high. You've seen a big floaty boat. You stand before Zemail Darkhold and the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portalaine. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel has scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Piermans. He should be able to assist you. Piermans. The Imperial airship. I saw it approach to land with mine own 2 eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post, to find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. Time for Floopsy to employ his expert tracking skills. Those are footprints, all right. Hello, Spud. And how are we today? Oh, goodbye. Oh, Wedge! Coconut head! So cold. I want to go home. Floopsy! Wah! Please don't eat me! I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear! Elder, it's you! Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's been awful! The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Floopsy, Floopsy, Floopsy! Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away. Oh? Floopsy? It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Floopsy, Floopsy. Tracked down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Know what of Biggs? Floopsy. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ystola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position, while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years. Oh, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Elder. Let's go to the Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. That one? Believe. Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? This guy. Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. How are we feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have had a hard journey ahead of you. You have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Floopsy. How you doing, Wedge? I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Elder, but do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Have you seen Big Blue Guy? I call him Shrek sometimes. So does the internet. A Rogan gent... Goodness there. Sudden burst of testosterone. A Rogan gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he didn't come here. Let me think a moment. I would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worthwhile to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by. Oh. That sounds like a good of a lead as any. Guys, why is English so hard? Is it just me? Is this the cave? This must be the cave. Ooh! Plasmoids! We saw those on the Ghosty Island. Hopefully they don't try to murder us. Whoa! Not them, but something else will! Get them, Nugget! Smite them with your chicken powers! Well, this was a colossal waste of time! Elder, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? We can't give up, Elder. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs's chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment. Okay. Stairs. Stairs. Floopsy's one weakness. Oh. Well, aren't you a handsome fellow? Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach one must travel through Dunifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. You tell that to Floopsy after he gets to the top. Surely riding a giant chicken down the stairs won't be dangerous. Oh, oh, oh. Not dangerous in the slightest. It's a purple. Hello? Oh. Nice of these evil Empire people to wait for us to click a button before they go all angry. Where they go? Words just aren't working tonight. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? I think these two might have trained at the same place. Elder, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. How did we get back here? We were just up there. Biggs, it's in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. Mm-hmm. He trained there too! He's not alone! Kill them all! My thanks. Another moment I would have... Grunt. Blair! He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Floopsy, Floopsy, Floopsy Tower, Floopsy. Monument Tower, you say? Very well, Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Ida will give him a piggyback ride. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. Mm-hmm. I cannot thank you enough, Elder. The same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? This is one weird-ass family, man. Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Elder. Losing count of how many I owe you. Wah! Oh, yeah, oh. Biggs, Wedge! Gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you! It's really you! In our hearts we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh, sniff. When Alphino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Garleans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I asked I myself have asked the same question. That day when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted naught amiss in horizon, nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I concluded that the Garlings came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were borne there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum's Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castrum's Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but it was possibly moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we wouldn't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control, thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history. Ha! If I didn't know better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel? That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You always were resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Oh, shucks. Elder, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Everyone owes Elder something. There's still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. All right, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Yeah!